Hey everyone!
Hi everyone!
Welcome to Yarn Geek Live. And everybody say welcome to Noor.
Hi everyone! So nice to be on here. I'm really excited.
Noor is the NOOR'S knits that I'm always talking about. We had a crochet, Tunisian crochet going on about a month ago, and I always refer everybody to you to go watch your YouTube videos.
Thank you so much.
Or anybody who wants to learn how to Tunisian crochet.
Yeah. Thanks so much. I love your version of the honeycomb kitchen set that you made. That set has gone viral, and I just I'm so grateful to everyone who tested it and helped me get it out, because it's been so amazing seeing how it's evolved from just just a pattern I designed, and then it kind of blew up with because I submitted it for Happily Hooked. And then after that, it's just I think on Etsy, a lot of people love home decor and just seeing home decor patterns. So I'm, in the future, I'd love to focus on that as well. But I'm really, really grateful for that, for that design and how it evolves.
And it's so pretty and so practical, and it's an easy pattern to make too. And it looks super complicated, but
it's not. Yeah.
No,
it's super simple.
No. And I have it in my kitchen. It was funny. I had it draped across my table, and it wasn't very practical there. So I had this curtain rod, and I draped the honeycomb table runner, because I made the large one, across the curtain rod. What? And it makes a beautiful top of the curtains.
You have to show me pictures, because that's so cool. I love that you turn it into something else, and I love that. I love when people get creative with how they use the finished product. So.
I was thinking of even making a super longer one. I mean, it'd take a while to make.
Yeah.
But making one that goes all the way down to the ground or something. But that's one of
that would be really cool.
Yeah. Well, here, let's say hi to everybody. There's Aswari, and I'm sure is that how you say your name, Aswari? I'm not sure, but tell me if I'm wrong. I want to get your names right. And Kathleen and Miss Julie. Julie is one of my yarn hooker friends that I'm always talking about on Instagram.
Oh, really? Is she the one you go live with sometimes?
Yeah.
On here? Okay.
Yeah.
I love that you guys have these shows, these separate podcasts. I love it.
It's so much fun. It really is. The community here on YouTube is absolutely amazing. I mean,
I love that.
Yeah, I've known everybody on Instagram longer, but I feel like, being able to sit here and talk to someone, kind of not exactly face to face, but face to face.
Yeah, it's totally different. It's so true. I feel like I know you from way before, just because,
I know, and it's fun to see. It's fun to have seen how far you've grown with your business and everything. It's super exciting.
Yes.
Let's see. Inga's here, and Kim from Affordably Crafty is here. Kim from Affordably Crafty is who I do the Affordably Geeky show with every Saturday morning.
Okay.
And let's see, Christina and Emmy and Kelly and Ursula and Granny D. Granny D was at your live yesterday. And Jamie and, oh my gosh, Angie, you guys, thank you so much for coming.
I know, I'm so excited. Thanks for being here, for tuning in.
I love seeing everybody here, and this isn't a normal time that I have lives, so I super appreciate and love that everybody's coming. And also, hello to everybody who's watching the replay. No, everybody can't get to it at this time.
Yeah. Yesterday, my live that I did, I thought, I was because the first one that I did went really well, but then yesterday, a lot of people didn't show up. It was just you. I don't know what happened. Sometimes I guess YouTube, I don't know.
Well, I'm sure after this live, everybody, and I'll put a link, to that live in your in the first comment of this live, so that everybody can go check out your live from yesterday.
Thank you. I'm just starting off on here. Like I used to do, I don't know why. Like I used to do lives on Instagram, and I'd be like totally comfortable. This is a whole new new platform, new way of doing things. So
yeah,
I'm learning. I'm still learning.
Well, I feel kind of the same way now. I do lives all the time from YouTube, and so anytime I hop on to try to do one from Instagram now, it's like
it's different. Am
I doing this right?
Yeah, it's a different process, both of the platforms. I feel like YouTube definitely has more reach because it's more accessible. I feel like, a lot of people are on YouTube that are not on Instagram because, I like that.
There's not a big pressure to take as pretty pictures.
I absolutely, I agree with you. YouTube is more real. Like you're just putting yourself out there. And just
I think
yes, I agree.
Definitely a huge difference between the video and the pictures, but I have seen a huge crossover between Instagram and YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Which, I mean, people going back and forth, which is really cool to see people in both places. It helps grow community more.
Definitely.
Which is important.
Yeah. It's like the crossover helps, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So now the reason we're all here is we want to hear all about you.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me.
Well, yeah. I mean, the first thing I would love to know is how you got started crocheting. And
so, like, basically, I, like back in 2010, like way back, my aunt taught me how to knit. She was visiting, like my whole family was visiting. That's the year I lost my dad, and it was a tough time for us. And so a lot of our family like stayed back, past all the services and everything, just to be with us. So she's like a big time knitter. Like she's always knitting. She always has a project going. So she was working on something. I was just interested, and at the time I didn't think about it, but it definitely helped me cope with his loss, and just kind of like feel all my feelings, but also have that comfort. So craft as therapy is a hashtag on Instagram, which is very true. It's just very therapeutic and very helpful. So she taught me like the basics, just like the knit stitch and the purl stitch, and just like very basic. And then I went on, like, after she left and everything, I went on YouTube, and, this is where it all started. This is where it all starts for a lot of us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I searched the stitches, and I worked, I got a little bit better. And then like crochet, I tried to give crochet a shot, like in the beginning, and I had a tough time grasping. I don't know what it was, even though it's like one hook compared to the two needles, but I just found it a little bit more difficult. I don't know why. So then I like stepped back, and then continued with the knitting, and then for a couple of years, and then like the next year I tried crochet again, and I really like, that's when I like got it, and then started making like crochet items as well. And then my cousin, like every time a baby was born in the family, I know this is like a very relatable story with everybody. That's when I was like, oh, let me make something for them, and then every time I would make something, and my family would just be like, okay, this is something you're getting better at, you're passionate about it. And they kind of pushed me like, you should really start something on the side, give it a shot. And then my cousin, she really pushed me. She was like, okay, just do it, just do it. And then, what's the worst that can happen? And then like so many years later, here I am. But like the process was basically back in 2017, like a year after my son was born, I was like, I want to just, stay home with him, because I was debating going to work and like, staying home. And I was like, let me try this. And I opened up the Etsy shop to sell like finished items. So my whole logo and my brand and everything is from this. This is where it all started. This is the first blanket I knit. This is the first thing I knit for my son when he was, when I was expecting him. And it was like the chevron knitted blanket in my brand color. These are my brand colors. And this is why. And then I couldn't, because so he's born in June. And so like the whole theme that I had going with his, with my baby shower and everything was June bug. Like he's my June bug, right? So I was like, oh, let's make it a bug themed blanket. But I couldn't find like the applique that I really liked. So then I made my own. Like I just came up with this on my own. My little caterpillar that I have as part of my brand. If you look at my logo, he's there. So this is where it all started, and that's kind of what made me start the brand. And when I first started off, my logo didn't look like this, and my brand didn't look like this. It was just like a floral thing. But then, it evolved like this because he's the one who inspires me to make a lot of my designs. Like a lot of my designs start from there for the kids, especially that the designs that I make for kids. So he's my inspiration, and this is kind of where it started. And then it evolved into so much more over the past couple of years, especially being able to do like collabs with companies and just, connecting with other makers like yourself and designers. And it's been amazing. It's been such a good, it's such a great community, like you said, like just that sense of community and everyone. Like I feel like in most cases, everyone is really positive and really inspiring, towards each other. It's so amazing seeing, we all use pretty much the same yarn, but the things that we come up with are so different and so unique, and just, bring our piece of ourselves into the final, product. And it's just beautiful to see that. I love it.
It really, really is. And the growth of your business is truly an evolution. It's like as individual, a process as growing up, or
Exactly.
And that's what's like, just like you getting your logo from making that beautiful blanket for your baby. I mean, it's such a sweet story. And now anytime I see that little caterpillar, it's like, oh, that's Noor.
Do you know where it started from?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How did you start Tunisian crocheting? I've heard, we had a guest on the Yarn Hookers a couple of months back named Ben Birchall, I think that was his last name. Julie, if you're still in the live, correct me if I'm wrong, but he is an amazing Tunisian designer, and his YouTube channel is called, oh my gosh, I just completely can't remember it right now, but somebody's going to let me know in the live.
Send me it in a DM or something, or I'll check back in the description too. Yeah.
And I'll let you know, but he said when he started out, he was doing it really tight on smaller needles or on smaller hooks, and that made it really, really difficult. So he started using much bigger hooks than was recommended, and that worked out much better.
Yes.
And it's also not really crochet. This is what he told us. It's not really crochet. It's not really knitting. It's like what's it called?
A fusion.
A fusion, yeah.
A mix of both, yeah.
That Tunisian life. Thank you, Angie. Thank you so much.
That Tunisian life. Okay,
yeah.
I will definitely go check them out, because I'm always, I love seeing all the different, concepts that everyone comes up with. So definitely go check them out. Yeah.
So how did you start Tunisian crochet?
So Tunisian crochet, I happened upon it because of Tony, like a lot of us. TL Yarn Craft.
Yeah.
She's such a huge inspiration in this community too. And I just, I like connected with her content, and just, like And then I like watched her videos and everything, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is something that's really cool that you can do that with a hook, you know? Because like regular crochet is okay, but I think I've always leaned towards, which is weird because like my brand name is also NOOR'S Knits, but a lot of my designs are Tunisian crochet now, but it's because of that. Like it's very close to knitting. Like I feel like it's such a good mix of both. Because like with regular crochet, I mean, I do it, but I enjoy Tunisian crochet much more, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a whole different game. It's a whole different feel.
Exactly.
And what's your favorite size hook to Tunisian crochet with?
So I would have to say like a 6 or 6.5 because I use a lot of worsted weights, and I think that hook goes, you know, better with, even though the recommended is 5.5 usually, right? 5 or 5.5. But I like using the 6 or 6.5. And the one I got recently from Pearls, I think that's the 6.5 on them. So I'm so excited to work that up. I was coming up with, like, my mind was just like racing with ideas yesterday with the palette pack.
Oh, I bet. And
so I'm so excited for that.
And the palette you got was the autumn palette, right?
Yes, I actually have it here with me.
Yeah, I know everybody wants to see. Everybody here is most everybody here is a huge Pearls fan.
Oh yeah? Nice.
Yeah, because Pearls is awesome.
Pearls is amazing. See, I already started working it up. I'm just gonna show you guys because it's a sneak peek. You can't really tell what it is, but it's our favorite stitch.
The honeycomb.
Yes.
Oh, that's my all-time favorite.
It's so good because I feel like it lays flat on any yarn you use, anything, you know, any hook or yarn you use. I just feel like it lays flat. It's the only stitch. The other one's curl, but yes, I love this yarn. It's just so beautiful. It has this nice like shine to it. Someone mentioned it during the live yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful shine. But I love this palette. It's just so beautiful. I'm gonna share with you guys because you're all here and you're here for me and for Ginger, and just I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna tell you guys it's gonna be based on the Colors of the Wind song from Pocahontas. So I love that song. It's just so powerful and so good.
What song is it?
The Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas.
I love that song.
Yeah, because these colors, they remind me of that. Like the leaves flying everywhere and everything. So
and they are so pretty. I cannot wait to see what you're designing.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I am too. I love getting the sneak peeks of designers whenever they're making something. It's like, oh, what's it gonna be? I can't wait to make it.
We're gonna have a lot of sneak peeks because they told me that they like progress shot pictures. So I'm gonna have to take a lot of those. Which I'm excited because I think this is gonna give really great stitch definition too. I love it.
It really does. I made and I've got it packed away with finished things right now, but I made an entrelac Tunisian crochet blanket. And I've got a picture of it on Instagram when it was partially done, but I got the rest of the snow so I could finish the edge. And I need to take some pictures of it, but I love the way the finished product feels.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it's so soft. I love it.
It's so soft, and it's got a nice finished weight.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I'm describing that good enough, but
sorry, my webcam is like dancing. Yes. My webcam is excited too that we're on together. So yes.
Yeah, this is so much fun.
I love it. I'm so happy. You invited me. We should definitely do this, you know, at least like once a month or something.
That would be really exciting. I would love that.
Just sharing our whips and just, you know, talking.
Yeah, I love it. And I was gonna ask you about the bundle that you have right now, the pattern bundle.
So that bundle is really amazing. It's curated by Nikki from Nikki's Homemade Crafts. If you guys don't follow her, she shares a lot of great bundles, and she shares like tips and stuff too on Instagram. But she put together this bundle. She does this like for I think every month or like every few months. And this bundle is really amazing because it has a lot of great like garments as well as a few amigurumi. It's a good mix of everything. So there's like shawls, amigurumi, tops, like summer crochet tops, which is something I know is very popular right now, with with the temperatures rising and stuff. And it's such a great bundle. And there's also opportunities for you to win prizes from We Crochet, and they have like included some really great prizes. So there's a yarn swift, a swindle, as well as a project bag. So there's like a lot of great things you can win. And then there are some bonuses too. So if you purchase from my link, I'll be sending over a 50% discount code to my Ravelry shop. So you can get any of my patterns for 50% off. So
and
yeah,
isn't
the bundle.
the bundle?
Yeah, and it expires tomorrow night. So it's like a time sensitive thing. Go grab it. You do not want to miss out. I'm including my little samosa pattern.
It's so cute.
My little samosa. This was inspired from my Ramadan, from Ramadan, because we have samosas like every day when we're breaking our fast. It's kind of like a tradition. So he was inspired by that. My little samosa. His name is Saeed. Saeed the samosa.
Very cute. Now, what does samosa taste like? What is it?
So it's made with like spring roll wrappers. That's how it's made. Yeah, using that as like the the outside, and then you fill it in with ground beef, like seasoned ground beef. So it's a really delicious. It's like a snack. It's a great snack to have. It's very close to like spring rolls, but it's just the filling is different. Like it's basically like ground beef. So yeah, or you can make it with veggies too. So yeah,
I was picturing something like chocolate and stuff.
Oh, chocolate. Yeah, this color is very like, it reminds me of chocolate, like soft serve chocolate ice cream. That's what I remember.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Right? You dip it in.
It's called soft fudge, so I guess that's why. It's paint box yarns, yeah.
Very, very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little guy is cute. And you make so many cute things in there.
Aww,
I mean, it makes sense because they're here. I mean, not only cute baby and child-sized things, because you make some really cool house stuff. And
I have a wide range. Like sometimes people say like, you should narrow down, and focus on like a specific niche. But I feel like as a designer, it really limits your creativity. And it's like, you just want to like create whatever comes in your mind. I know it's good, like it's good to focus, but then it's also like, how do you balance that with your creativity? Because you don't want to just like, ignore the concepts you have in your mind or like the ideas. Because I don't know about anyone else, but I can't focus without getting that idea out, like moving on to the next thing.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean, because there have been times that it's like, well, I've got a couple of pattern tests I need to finish, and it's so hard to finish those
when you have other ideas.
I've got all this stuff going on.
Right? I know. So crazy.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Now, I did have one more question about that bundle. Isn't it like just a ridiculous amount of patterns at a very awesome price?
Yeah, it's actually 90% off the retail value. I think it's like 13 or 14 or something like that. Yeah, dollars. And it's okay. So if you go and purchase each one separately, it would cost like way more, especially the garment patterns, because garment patterns are like $5 and above at least. So you're saving a lot, and you're getting all these amazing, and they're all curated, like she makes sure they're good quality patterns. It's not just random designers. It's designers she's worked with for a long time, so she knows like their quality patterns.
Yeah. And how many different designers are there? Some of them have like a couple of different patterns at times. I know that in some of the bundles that
I think maybe one or two people have like multiple designs, but it's like a good variety. Like a lot of I think there's a lot of different designers.
Yeah, and all the designers in there are amazing.
Yes,
I recognize them all from Instagram.
Because you know them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you follow all their like work on Instagram, like it's just, it's amazing. They're all very creative and their patterns are amazing, especially the tops and shawls are just beautiful. They're gorgeous.
Oh gosh, I know. It's like I need more time just to make all of those patterns.
Yeah, I know. But that's the thing, like summer is just starting now, so you have time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really like it's so fun. Yeah.
Now what else are you working on?
Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I released yesterday, the pattern that I released yesterday. It's part of the Stashbusting challenge that's put together by Hortense and Jen from Knitting with Chopsticks and Joy of Motion. They do a lot of these great blog events. They both are very creative too. I love
very.
Yeah. So this is what I released as part of the roundup. It's a Stashbusting pattern. It's made with We Crochet Mighty Stitch yarn and chocolate and cream. So, and then it's called the Minimalist wall hanging. It's super simple, super easy, but creates a really beautiful touch to like any room. It's like good for, if you make it in neutrals, it's a good like a home decor piece. But if you want like a nursery, that's what I initially had in mind when I made the very first prototype, was a nursery decor piece. I made it in like bright colors with like the big twist yarn I had from like way back, which is now discontinued. But then I made it in the We Crochet yarn and the neutral colors. And this, you can get the PDF for free until the 22nd, the night of the 22nd, and not just my pattern, a bunch of other great Stashbusting patterns. And I believe Ginger included the link in the description here too. So it's a really great event. Go grab the patterns. They're super, because I know a lot of us have leftover yarn from our projects and we have no idea what to do. Here's your inspiration. There's a bunch of great ideas. And yeah, I love this. I love how it turned out. It's super cute. So this was a happy accident. I'll tell you the story. I was recording my tutorial for it. So there's a whole video tutorial too. But I was recording it. And initially, this is what I started with like the stripes. That's what I did for my for the decor, for the nursery pieces that I made, that I had in mind. And then when I was recording, I wanted to show how to do the mountains, or like the, why is my it's hard to, but this part. And I wanted to like show how to do that. And then I was like, okay, I kind of like how this looks. I thought of just like starting over, like taking out the diagonals and then doing it. But then I just showed, and then now it kind of looks like a mountain. It looks like a mountain and like stars. And then I added these, they're like shooting stars. So it's like a whole, mountain scene, but adding that little like minimalist touch. So I love how it turned out. I just evolved like while I was recording the video. I didn't even like plan for that to happen, but it's just so amazing how things just happen sometimes.
I know.
So that's what happened. And I love how it turned out. In the tutorial and also like in the pattern, I include instructions for how to do just like the stripes and just this, but I have like color charts as well. So this is basically just the simple Tunisian stitches and then embroidery on top. It's super simple. There's nothing fancy about it. So anyone can do it. It's easy. And I love it.
Speaking of anybody can do it, isn't this included in, we were talking on your live yesterday about an activity for kids.
Oh yeah. Not this, but there's another project that I worked on. This was I think a couple of months that I made, and I'm so excited to share because it's been so hard just like keeping it to myself, but finally I can share with you guys. I am part of the Get Crafty summer camp that's being hosted by Rebecca Page. She's a sewist, a designer, And she hosts these like camps and like big events for kids and also adults, I believe. Like she has these summits for knitting and crochet and sewing and stuff. So I'm part of the summer camp for kids, and it's for ages 8 to 12 years. And there's like 40 classes or something. They're all virtual, and it's completely free. It's from July 12th to 16th. So if you're looking for ideas, if you have kids at home and you're just like, you don't know what you're going to do with them, this is perfect. They have like all these great activities, and they're perfect for that age group. So 8 to 12 year olds. And I included a class for my ice cream square wall.
So much fun.
So it's going to be so fun. My favorite part was doing the sprinkles, like just how cute to do those sprinkles look. I just love it. It was so much fun. So like you can sign up for free. Each class will be available for 24 hours after it airs. So there are going to be 7 classes per day. But you do have the option to like upgrade to a VIP pass. So that means you'll have like the classes and the materials and everything like forever basically, and you can space it out. I think that option is good if you want to like space out the activities for your kids, and you don't want them to do everything all at once, just for it to last throughout the summer. I think it's a good idea. So this is what I was working on. I'm so excited for this class. So
that is so cute because they could make it and then go hang it up in their room.
Exactly. It adds such a cute touch. And this is like neutral, right? It's a gender neutral. You can do it in different colors. And it's just like, it's basically just Tunisian and cross stitch. So it's super simple. It's not like color work. Because I know it looks kind of like color work, but it's actually cross stitch. So it's just a grid. They're going to do cross stitch on it, and it's going to be like super simple. So
cute.
Yes.
And where can everybody find the link for that, or where is that?
I think I sent it to you. I think we did add it to the description, but you can even like if you check out my live from yesterday, I included it in there as well. And that is an affiliate link. Just disclaimer. Just want to let everyone know that I do get a certain percentage, but it's at no extra cost to anyone. So
right, but that's for the upscale
for the upgrade. Yeah,
for the upgrade.
So you
can
even sign up for the free. Like you could just sign up for the free event as well if you want. Like you don't have to. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love that. You can even make that. You could make it into a blanket. I mean,
yes, absolutely.
You can make a whole bunch of little
squares. Yeah, make it like a throw.
Yeah,
it'd be like a retro throw. Vintage.
With all different colors of ice cream.
I know.
That would be so cute.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. I love it. I'm so happy with the way it turned out because I was like imagining something in my mind. I had this idea in my mind since the last year, like the beginning of last year, probably. It's just been there. Mm-hmm. And then, I made like a different version with color work and it just sat in my closet. But then they approached me for this opportunity. I'm like, oh, you know what? I think this would work perfectly. So, I modified it a little, made a cross stitch so it's easier.
Yeah.
It's good for like the older kids, I think, like 10 to 12 years should be able to do it.
And is that crochet or is it I can't tell whether it's crochet. Is it Tunisian crochet? The white part.
The white part is, the white part is Tunisian. Okay. And then it's just cross stitch, yeah.
Okay.
So it's super simple. Yeah.
Oh my
so there's
gosh,
like a full video tutorial, like when you sign up, and if you attend the class, it's just like a recorded tutorial, like start to finish, how to make it, all the different parts. So they have something to follow along. And I've also included like a PDF too. So it's like
I need to get my granddaughter into doing that.
Totally. You should. I bet you'd love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this guy. Yes. And then I wanted to also talk a little bit about the washcloth kits because I included a little discount for everyone today. For everyone who joined in. Just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about it. So I started selling these Tunisian crochet kits because I realized that a lot of people, like there are a lot of crocheters who have been wanting to learn Tunisian crochet. It's just like, but sometimes it's like you don't want to, spend on all the different things, like the crochet hook, all the materials, and then like, you don't know what to make with it. You have to search for the pattern and everything. So I included these kits in my Etsy shop where you get like everything all in one place. It's for a Tunisian washcloth kit. Let me see, where did I put the washcloth? Oh, here it is. But this is basically something you can use every single day. It's what I use on the daily, and I've thrown it in the washer like multiple times, washer dryer, and it's been perfectly fine. Like, look at that, it's still beautiful and it's soft. So it's 100% cotton, and in the kit what you get is the pattern PDF for the simple Tunisian washcloth, and then you get this mini skein of Lamia mini cottony yarn needle, and then of course you get the Tunisian hook, the Denise interchangeable hook. So it's like, even if you do go on to buy the whole like the set, you have one to start off with, and you have like an extra. So this will be the I9 5.5 mm hook with the cord and stopper. So you get that, and then you also have an exclusive video tutorial from start to finish of how to make it. And then I also include a free pattern. You can choose one more free pattern. So if you're confident, you want to try another, Tunisian project, you can grab another pattern for free from my shop. And then I have ongoing support. So it's like one-on-one support with me. If you want like one-on-one help, you can email me and we can like talk about it. So one of my friends actually bought it. One of my high school friends bought it last year, and she was like, oh, I've been wanting to learn, want to get into crafts and stuff. And she, like, in the beginning, she had a bit of a hard time, and I worked one-on-one with her, and now she's good. She's like good at it. Yeah.
That's so neat.
So it was really great seeing her do that. So it's a great kit to like, start off with if you've been wanting to start Tunisian crochet, but you just don't know like where to start, where to get everything. It's in my Etsy shop. And then for you guys, I have a code for 15% off. It's 15 off kits, I believe. So I think Ginger included in the description as well. So you guys go grab a kit. I would be so appreciative. I would love to see more Tunisian crocheters in our community.
Oh, I know, because it doesn't seem, it's interesting when we go to yarn stores, it seems like a huge bulk of the things they have are for knitters.
Yeah.
Which,
absolutely.
I love knitting. Knitting's awesome, and it all involves yarn.
Yeah.
But I would love to see more crochet, and I would love to see even more Tunisian crochet, because it seems like Tunisian crochet is not as well represented.
Yeah, I agree. Some stores don't even have the hooks and stuff, because I've heard from like a few testers of mine, they're like, oh, we can't find the hook, so we can't test the pattern for you. So I mean, like, there is that lack of tools and stuff. So I totally agree. Yeah, Amazon has great options too, but it's like they're hit or miss. Like, especially if you get like the lower priced like the sets of hooks. Sometimes they'll snag and things like that, and you don't know. So it's like I hit or miss those.
Yeah, I got a set of wooden hooks that are the long ones with it, because I thought they were pretty. They had the rainbow rubber cord.
Oh, right. I've seen those. Yes,
love those, but I'm gonna need to get some sandpaper to sand them down.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Now I did get that, and there's like Juju or something like that. I don't know how to say. It's ZHOU something, but it's like $7.99 for the aluminum basic hooks, and those are really, really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just a basic aluminum Tunisian set that is great. That's what I've been recommending, that everybody start, that anybody who's considering it and wants a whole set, try out. And then of course,
and then you can work your way up. Yeah, I feel like the Denise is the most bang for your buck. Like, it's the most affordable and practical set that I own, I think, because it has like such a wide range of sizes, and then it has all those like cords, like different size cords and stuff. And it's just, I feel like it's really great for like starting off with, if you can get past it being plastic, because that's something I had to work on, because I'm so used to like bamboo. I love the feeling of wood hooks and needles, so I had to kind of like tell myself, okay, you know, if you want a complete set and you're going to be designing, it's good to have that because it has like every single, you know, size. And you can just grab whatever you need.
And how much are the Denise sets? I've never priced those.
I think the Denise sets are around like 50. I think 49. Like it's $49.50. Like yeah.
And does it like come with a case and everything?
Yeah, that case is really great. It's so nice, especially if you like, you know, like to travel with your hooks sets. So like and everything snaps into place. It's so beautiful. I love it. I have like a quick little review. This was when I was starting off my YouTube journey, but I did like a quick like review, like a 5 to 10 minutes, just kind of like talking about it. But I have that, and then I have like a post, I believe, with like details about that. And I actually did a sponsored post for Clover USA with their Clover Takumi interchangeable hook set, and I absolutely love that one too. It's just so beautiful. I've always been a Clover fan, like I think from the beginning. Like my knitting needles and everything were Clover. So
they're so amazing. I love their. I have a ton of Clover knitting needles.
Yeah,
and it's really weird. When I started out, for the 35, 40 years I crocheted.
Yeah,
most of the time.
And the soft grips are so nice too. The soft grips, I love those.
I would just get like basic hooks, like the ones like the Susan Bates metal. I didn't even know
that they came with
that you could get different hooks, and the Furls hooks blew my mind. And
those are amazing.
Yes. And now there are people making all their own hooks. There's I don't know, have you heard of Pink Sheep Design?
I think so. Yeah.
She was on Affordably Geeky with us a couple of weeks ago, and she's going to be on Yarn Hookers this Saturday, but she 3D prints her own hooks, and they are so cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think even Shanice, is it Shanice from Crochet-tastic? Is that her handle?
Oh, yeah.
She posted the other day that she randomly, I think it was something like she was trying to make a certain type of hook, and then she messed up, but it turned out nice still. And she's like, I think she's working with polymer clay or whatever, but it was so beautiful. I love seeing her creativity too, with her hooks and stuff.
Did it have little stars on it or something?
Yeah, it was very Independence Day themed, right? It was like a patriotic hook. It was nice.
Yeah, it was super cute.
It was cute. Yeah.
Now, did you have anything else new, or would you like to take some questions?
Oh, we could people in the chat. I think I talked about everything. I told you guys about the Stashbusting, and then I know you're also part of the affiliates for Recrochet, right? Did you tell everyone about the sale?
No, I haven't. I'm not part of that.
Oh, you're not? I thought you were.
No, I'm part of the Furls.
Yeah, well, okay, you're the part of the Furls. Okay, so We Crochet and Knit Picks are both having this epic sale for this whole month. It's a 5-week sale, and We Crochet. So both of them have 60% off, up to 60% off a lot of their yarns, and they have a lot of variety. If you go on their websites, they have a lot of variety in types of yarns and things like that. And then they're including free guidebooks. I think this week, I think today or tomorrow is the last day, I think, for this, or maybe it's Saturday. But they're including a free stitch enamel pen if you're spending a certain amount, and the bare yarns. If you've been wanting to hand dye yarn, this week is the time to grab some bare yarn from them.
Really?
They have 25% off, and I think they have 50 different types of bare yarn, the bases or whatever. So if you've been wanting to do that, it's a really great opportunity. They have a huge sale. So that sale, for the bare yarns, I think it's ending either tomorrow or Saturday. It's coming up. But if you go to my live from yesterday, I think I did include the links. I include all the information.
Okay.
And what codes to use for the different, for the ebooks and stuff. I think for We Crochet, if you spend $30 or more, you get a under 100 ebook. It has like it's a guide, or it has like or patterns. And then the other one on Nitpicks as well, you spend $40 or more, you get that. You get like under 200 or something. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a really
pretty amazing, like the deals that they have going on right now. And then Furls also, like they started a sale too, I think, or they're going to or something. Like there's another event coming up. There's a bunch of fun things happening summer.
Yeah.
In summer. Yeah.
That is cool. And also, of course, the Hobby Lobby sale.
Oh my God. Yes. I think even Joanne's and Michael are gonna step up now because like, you know,
they are.
Yeah.
They are. It's just like, oh my gosh, I ran out of. It was so funny because I've been posting Hobby Lobby. I'm stocking Hobby Lobby. My Hobby Lobby. I ran out of money. I ran out of my yarn budget before I went to one Hobby Lobby, and then it was like, and so I just saw Lori asked me if I had made it to Topeka, or Lisa asked me if I made it to Topeka, and I have not made it to the Topeka Hobby Lobby yet.
Oh, the one that you were saying is near, like in a nearby town near you.
Yeah, I made one to Overland or Olathe. That was close.
Okay.
I didn't make it to Hobby Lobby in Topeka, but today I got an extra $20. So
I wonder how many skeins of yarn you're gonna come back with. We should all bet on it.
I know.
Like how many is she gonna get with that? Yeah. I know, probably so much. So much.
And so I ran to my Hobby Lobby in Lawrence today and got my favorites that I had been wanting to get.
Yay! So exciting. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't gone like yarn shopping because I've just been like trying to finish up my stash because it's just we don't have the space right now, and it's just like I can't. Yeah, so I've been trying to just like use up whatever I have because I have ideas. I like literally when I packed up the yarn like in my bags or whatever, I wrote down like a note of like the design idea that I have for this yarn.
Wow.
I stuck it in. I'm like, okay, I need to stick to this and do it.
You are way more organized. This is my way of doing it. Okay, so I won't forget what I'm going to use this yarn for. I'm just going to start the thing with this yarn.
That's good though. That's good. You know, you see it and then you finish it. Mine's just like your whip pile. I love it.
My whip pile.
It's a mountain of whips.
It's not whippiest.
Whipperest. Like Mount Everest.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is so fun.
So yeah, that's. So I must figure out. I think I'm going to start researching on how people actually keep organized with their whips.
Yeah. The whips. Yeah, organize the whips. I watched, I think I read a blog post which like inspired me like 2 years ago or something. I took out all my yarn. I like organized it by the different categories, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's gonna be so nice. And then like a month later, it's all back to the way it was before. Just because, you know, you pull out something and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna use it with this yarn, and then it just kind of gets jumbled up, and it's just
like when you have your kids clean their room, and it's like perfect for 10 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
It gets torn apart again.
I know. I hope I can get through some of those projects I have in my mind and then like I have people reaching out to me with these opportunities. I'm like, okay, now I need to get yarn support, then there's more yarn. So I have to actually do a lot of I have to make a lot of things for like donation too, because I set a goal for myself, like, okay, I need to at least, you know, make stuff for donation. And it's just like, so it's sitting there, but I have I want to just do that at least. Like I have a whole pile of like blue yarn for the Hat Not Hate, and then I have a pile with like, you know, random scraps that I want to do like, you know, squares with to donate to. I don't know if you have seen them or heard about them, but there's an organization called Share a Square. If you research them on Instagram, there are two. So the main organization is out of India. Like they focus on like kids or like, the community in Bangalore, India, like giving them squares. Like they basically put blankets together and donate them for people in need there. But then there's I think it's in Houston or Dallas, like it's in Texas. There's another like a chapter of their organization here, and I think either they send it out for you or they donate to local organizations. But definitely look into that if you guys are wanting to donate like squares. It's basically just 6x6 inch blanket squares. So if you have like scrap yarn, you want to just make squares, definitely check them out.
Neat.
Yeah. So I have a
like,
bunch of yarn that's dedicated for that. I just need to like get through making the squares.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And do you have that linked below, or maybe I can?
I don't, but I can send you the link.
Okay, yeah, that would be great. And I'll
link. Yeah, I think you can just link to their like Instagram page.
Okay.
Their goal also is to like take away that notion that only elderly people like knitting and crochet, that it's such a wide variety of people. Like the demographic is so it's not just it's not an old people's hobby anymore.
It's so cool.
It's cool, exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So they're kind of trying to focus on that too, taking the stereotypes away, and like that both men and women can do it. Everybody
right.
can do it. So yeah. So they have a really great mission, and then the work that they're doing, like hands-on, that they're donating and stuff is amazing. So
well, yeah, I would really love to get that link from you, or that just the information from that for you, and I can put it down below.
I love to send it along.
It sounds like we've got there's a YouTuber, and she's also on Instagram, Rose Likes Crochet, and she donates monthly thing, whether like in October it's going to be washcloths, and I'm making a whole bunch of those. For domestic abuse and for domestic abuse places, and those things go right to the people. So it's really
are they taking donations currently? Because I know with like COVID and stuff, a lot of people have like stopped taking donations or like have changed up their policies and stuff, like, but they're taking right now.
Now I know they are for October, because I have the information for that, but I don't know, does anybody in the chat know if Rose is taking donations for wings right now for other items? And does anybody have any questions for Noor about anything that we talked about?
Yes, please ask away if you guys have any questions.
Noor's always got so much cool stuff going on. Seriously, it's like, oh my gosh, how do you keep track of it all?
I make to-do lists every single day. I have to have, so like I start off the week with like a long to-do list that is for that week specifically. I just need to like cross things off as I go, and that's pretty much how I do it. Like I have to do a weekly thing. Like I just have to write it all out. And I'm a writer. Like I have to write. I can't, like I type stuff up, but it's not the same for me. Like when I write it down, I'll remember better, and I'll that's something that
I'm the same way, and I'm starting to write things down too, which it makes sense, because we're very into people. Oh, this month, Anjanette says this month is light and airy shawls.
Ooh, nice.
So perfect for spring.
Rose has a list below her videos. Okay. I need the links to all these people's video, like their channels, because I need to subscribe to everyone's channels. I'm new to the community, so I'd love to like follow along with other,
Which I was going to say, it's about time for us. It's been almost an hour,
nice.
But you guys don't forget to head over to Noor's channel and subscribe. I was going to say, watch her videos, give her some.
It's my live from yesterday. Just went through a couple of things, basically what I talked about today, but just kind of more in detail. So if you want to check it out. Yeah, it was so nice catching up with you. Thank you so much, Ginger, for having me. I really enjoyed it, and I think we should definitely do it again sometime.
This would be so much, especially in the holiday time. There's going to be, I can't wait till holiday time this year.
It's going to be so fun. I don't celebrate any of the major holidays, but I love seeing all the, inspiration from all the different designers and everything that they come up with is just so cute, ranging from like the tiny toys, amigurumis, to like the bigger, like the Christmas tree skirts and things like that. It's just so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
And the
it.
stockings, because
And the
stockings,
stockings, yes.
those are like, hello, people fill them up with candy and little tiny presents.
Yeah, and I love that people are getting like non-traditional with those and making them in like non-traditional colors, like not just the green and red that is the usual, but we're seeing all the different types of. That's so beautiful to see.
Yeah, so we'll have to do a live together again
soon. Like in the fall maybe, because I think like August is when I'm planning to release the pattern that I'm supposed to make with the colors of the wind. So
I cannot wait to see it.
I'm so excited. You might want to test it. If it's that nice.
I would love to.
Yeah. Awesome. I will keep you in touch. Let you know about that. I'll keep you posted about it. Yeah, for sure.
Sounds good.
All right.
Well, thank you so much again for coming.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Ginger. I'm so happy we got to connect.
And thanks to everybody in the chat who came
today.
You
so much. Really appreciate it.
And thanks to everybody who's watching the replay.
Yes, also.
Definitely. Definitely can't forget you guys. I used to, like for about the first year I was making live videos.
Yeah.
But I was amazed how many people watch the replays. So
yeah, absolutely, yes. All right, take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your Thursday, the rest of your week. I'm so excited to connect with you all. Take care.
Bye.